So, Nithyananda, welcome back to Nithya Kriya. Today is Kriya number 15, Cure for Digestive Issue. My name is Nithya Dugananda. I'm from Kailasa, Singapore. Today is 1st of March, 2023. So, a very warm welcome to all of you, those who are attending online on Zoom with me, also at the Ardinum, as well those people on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So before we enter into the Kriya, let's sit with the back straight, center ourselves, take a few minutes to center before we enter into that meditative space to receive this knowledge. So I request all of you to sit in any comfortable meditative posture. It could be Sukhasana, Padmasana, or other Padmasana. Any posture that you feel that you can sit for a long time with the back aligned in one straight line. So bring awareness to this whole body from head to the toes, your fingertips, and start becoming aware of your physical body, the Stula Sharira. And then expand your awareness to encompass your breathing, your breath awareness. So inhale very slowly and deeply. Enter into a gap, a pause. Then you exhale very slowly and completely. At the end of the exhalation, you enter into the second gap or neutral zone. So just continue to breathe in and out with the awareness of the two gaps between the incoming breath, outgoing breath, and incoming breath. Let the breath awareness integrate this body and the mind to the space of now, the present moment. Slow down the breathing such that you feel an expanded awareness falling into the space of listening, Shravana, authentic listening. With the right listening and cognizing is authentic listening. In that space of restful awareness, I would like all of you to join the palms together in Amanjali Mudra, the prayer pose. In front of your heart center, let's invoke Swamiji, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, to the space by chanting the Sadguru Vandanam followed by 3 rounds of Mahavakya. So take a deep breath. Nithyanandam Paramasukaram Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganashatrisham Tattvamasyarilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Savadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satguruntam Namami. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda, welcome everyone once again. So today we are going to do a very powerful Kriya called Nithya Kriya, Cure for Digestive Issues. And as you know, that digestive system is an important part of our existence because it begins from the mouth to the other end of the gut, okay? So let's look at how we created issues related to digestion So next slide. But let's look at the outline of today's session first. In today's session, I'm going to give a thorough introduction to Nithya Kriya again, but this time around with a more detailed information from the source. And then we'll talk about digestive issues, okay? And followed by when you want to enter into this Kriya, what are the disclaimers? So what you should do, like some of the practical guidelines you should be doing. Then we'll go into the steps of this Kriya. So this is essentially the flow. So let's enter into the introduction of Nithya Kriya. Understand, Nithya Kriya is a unique and ancient combination of components of Nithyananda Yoga that include asanas, so yoga postures, pranayama, breathing technique, visualization, both internal visualization, both external verbalization, mantras, the sound we hear, and also internal verbalization, which is like hearing sound or mantra within. So these kriyas derive from the ancient source of scriptures of Hinduism. They quoted and reviewed by His Divine Holiness, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam, in a span of 18 years via 981 programs, sessions and initiatives in 186 countries. So this series of Nithya Kriyas manuals comprise of cares and cures of the most common and as well as fatal physical, mental diseases and disorders. So cure or preventive care for Nithya Kriya works respectively for each condition or disorder, even though the desired result might be experienced within a few days or sometimes slightly longer of practicing the kriyas. But all the Nithya Kriyas are to be practiced for at least 21 days consecutively. It means, because Swamiji said that when you want to build a new habit or new muscle memory, you need to do something consecutively for 21 days without breaking. If you break it, let's say one day you forgot to do it, you have to start again 21 days, okay? So no break 21 days consecutively. So you should practice minimally as one cycle. Next slide. So basically this whole series of Nithya Kriyas preserve and deliver the original yogic practice which are born out of the millennia of research and development, R&D, and are the contribution of innumerable enlightened yogis who have dedicated their whole lives to enriching the world with this science. So what Swamiji has done is that he put together some of those research material and basically helped to lay them out. The work which has done by these legendary yogis like Goraknath and Matsyendranath. These are very famous yogis who come from the Natha Sampradaya. And the individual asanas and pranayamas techniques are sacred and must not be tampered with basically. So you should practice as is given by the scriptures, and the combination of techniques required to produce the desired effect are to be received by the learner from the guru. So true to the Vedic tradition, this of the modern yoga has left the door wide open for the continuous updating of this ancient science. So the work has done by all these enlightened yogis, now Swamiji has, put together and again present to us whatever that's needed for updation for our modern world problems that we are facing. Next slide. So basically, the constant flow of energy happens continuously in our body through the 72,000 nadis. So we have these subtle energy channels called nadis. In our body, there are 72,000 of them, which makes up all the energy circuit of the body. Okay, this circuit is governed by the Kundalini energy, the Kundalini inner potential energy. So the Kundalini Shakti is the immense potential energy present in each one of us that acts as a water pump and helps complete this energy circuit. So the Kundalini energy is like a pump that floods the whole body with this energy circuit. So Kundalini can be thought of as every individual's hotline to the infinite cosmic energy source. It's just like when your Kundalini energy is awakened, you're like making a 911 call to the cosmos and say, please supply healing energy to me, right? So once this energy is awakened by appropriate yogic practices and the guidance and grace of the guru, this Kundalini showers a host of blessings on the practitioner itself, including a big boost in energy level. So your mitochondrial cell energy level will increase tremendously. Physical well-being happens, and falling away of negative mental patterns, and true inner fulfillment and a deep connection to the universal source. So that is one of the beautiful positive flowering when the Kundalini actually is awakened by the right guidance. So if there is a disturbance in the energy flow in some part of the body, there is an impedance to the energy flow to the rest of the body. So understand, whenever we create certain energy block, it's going to block certain part of the body functioning. As a result, it causes onset diseases, disorder, and disturbances in the body. So that's why Nithya Kriya, which is designed and put together by Swamiji, they are powerful tools which help remove these energy blockages, hence help to restore the energy flow, prana in our body. So Swamiji already said again and again, we don't need air to sustain ourselves, we need prana, life energy to sustain us. So when the body is aligned in certain posture during the Nithya Kriyas, the energy block is removed and realigned. So as a result, once the block is removed, the Kundalini energy gets pumped into the circuit during the kumbhaka. Kumbhaka is when the time where you stop in the breathing, right? So you enter into the space where the cessation of the breath happens. So when energy flow is re-established, the disease or disturbances is then healed completely. Okay, so next slide. So let's look at the significance of Nithya Kriya. So if your body allows you to do what you are supposed to do, only then you are considered healthy. If let's say your body is stopping you from doing something, running, climbing, doing some kind of dance or whatever, if your body is not able to do what you want to do, then the body is not considered healthy, right? Health is not all about, how many inch bicep you have, how many 8 packs of, abdominal muscle you have. It's not all about that. It is all about your body aligning to your purpose, that is health. Everyone wants to be healthy. Nobody wants to be sick. And let your idea about health be established on cosmic principle. See, once you align your understanding of health to the cosmic principle, you naturally will be healthy, because the cosmic principle is centered on consciousness. In Vedic tradition, there's a word called swasta. Swasta means center on yourself. Yourself is consciousness. So when you again align your whole understanding about your body back to the cosmic principle, which is the consciousness, naturally you will be able to become healthy. So Hinduism has strengthened and redefined the ideals of physical health, physiological healing, and spiritual counseling, helping human beings mentally, emotionally, and psychologically by operating with a single unified goal of facilitating every individual to explore their ultimate possibility of enlightening them with the sciences elaborated in the timeless Hindu source scriptures called Vedas and Agamas. So for overall good health and well-being, Hinduism has solutions that can be easily practiced and incorporated in daily life. So the healing achieved by Nithya Kriyas is permanent, as it works on cellular biomemory level. It generates natural steroids, and therefore there is no side effect. Therefore, it has no side effects, only healing effect. Next slide. So let's look at the scriptural roots of Nithya Kriyas, what these techniques are based on. So they are soundly anchored on the sacred yogic scriptures, including the legendary Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, as well as the three other classic texts that form the base of yoga: Hatha Yoga Pratipika, Girenda Samhita, and Shiva Samhita. These other three, including Yoga Sutra, these four so-called yoga scriptures, the base material where all these kriyas are developed. So as you know, the Patanjali Yoga Sutra is the foundational text of yoga written by the enlightened sage Patanjali. This esoteric yet highly practical text is based on the Sankhya Yoga, and it is said to date back to at least 2nd century before Christ. Although it is believed to be far more ancient, Patanjali Yoga Sutra emphasizes the value of yoga as a lifestyle through Ashtanga Yoga, the 8 limbs of yoga. So Patanjali Yoga Sutra are useful even after 5,000 years. They are time-tested, foolproof, and still produce the intended result for hundreds of yogis around the world. Next slide. So the other three scriptures, Hatha Yoga Pratipika. This is another classic 15th century Sanskrit Hatha Yoga text written by this famous Swami called Swami Swamarama, a disciple of Swami Gauranath. Okay, this book is dedicated to Adinatha or Bhagavan Paramashivam, who is said to have revealed the secrets of Hatha Yoga Pratipika to his divine consort Devi Parvati, Parashakti. So Hatha Yoga Pratipika contains 4 major upadesha or teaching, which reveal the correct understanding and practice of asanas, pranayama, chakras, bandhas, kriyas, shakti, nadis, mudra, and kundalini shakti. So this is the Hatha Yoga Pratipika. And Girenda Samhita, this is also another classic Sanskrit Hatha Yoga text. It is a practical yoga manual said to have been taught by the sage Girenda to Chanda Kapila. No, sorry, Kapali, sorry. So it's Chanda Kapali. So Girenda Samhita text has 7 chapters. It advocates a 7-fold yoga. Okay, Satkama, basically asana, pranayama, mudra, pratyahara, dhyana, and samadhi, where each chapter elaborates on one of each 7-fold of Hatha Yoga. So this is the last but not least, Shiva Samhita. Now this is a classic Sanskrit text where Bhagavan Paramashivam addresses Devi Parama Adishakti, basically his consort. There are 5 chapters which deal with yogic philosophy, techniques for elaboration, for moksha. So Kundalini energy, pranayama, asanas, mudras, bandhas, and meditation, dhyana. So the role of a guru is all spelled out clearly in this Shiva Samhita. And this book mentions 84 beneficial yoga asanas and describes 4 of them in very detailed fashion. Okay, so these are the 4 yogic scripture texts that has been the foundational knowledge for all the Nithya Kriyas. Next slide. Today I'm giving a more thorough explanation. Okay, so now let's look at, so other texts of Nithya Kriya draws from include Kumbhaka Padati, or called the Raghuvira. And there's a whole bunch of other Upanishad like Yoga Chintamani Upanishad, Yoga Taravali, Yoga Pratipika, Yoga Asana Mala Sachitra. So all these are the other references, okay? So Kailasa works towards availing this science of the 108 Nithya Kriyas through the Nithya Kriya Care and Cure series to the world, with the aim of safely and scientifically awakened and harnessed Kundalini energy in the body through this self-administered healing technique. Come, hi, have a sit. So, as Kundalini is a self-healing mechanism, the practitioner of Nithya Kriya will find that not only their health and life problems diminish or disappear, but the very patterns that cause the disease are rooted out by the overflowing of the superconscious energy. See, when the Kundalini energy is pumped to your system, your energy circuit gets like a rebooting. So suddenly there's an influx of cosmic energy. So, and as a result of that, your being, not just your body, your being goes through a superconscious mutation process as well. So understand Kundalini energy is that powerful because all the yoga technique or the breathing technique in the Nithya Kriya aims at awakening the Kundalini Shakti. The Kundalini Shakti works in this case as a healing energy, and not only that, also helps in working on your patterns, like the root cause of how you created the disease. This awakening of the inner potential energy helps to basically loosens the power of these patterns over you, because the Kundalini energy is that powerful. It just become, like a cleanser itself. It just clean up all this. Next slide. Okay. So over the years, Nithya Kriya has made extraordinary progress in recognizing, diagnosing, and treating mental illnesses such as, all this severe psychological distress. So, like including depression, anxiety, attack. So, Kailasa Department of Health is committed to building on that success by matching humanity's hardship with equally magnanimous responsibility by improving the quality of healthcare for all the Hindus through the sites of Nithya Kriya. It is the policy of Kailasa Department of Health to work towards the unified goal of bringing excellence to the healthcare provisions to its citizens by providing them with the best services towards well-being so that they can achieve success and prosperity, ultimately contributing to the entire world, the health of the entire world. So that is the intent of why Swamiji created this whole series of Nithya Kriyas. Okay, I think today is the most thorough way of presenting Nithya Kriya. Next slide. So that you understand the hard work Swamiji has gone through. Okay, so any question regarding how the genesis of how Nithya Kriya was created and how, the basis of the knowledge is coming from? Okay, thumbs up, you're all with me? Yes? Okay, let me just see if there is any. Oh, okay. Okay, so looks like everyone is clear. So now, in today's session, we're going to zoom in one specific health issue, which is very common in the whole world. Okay, digestive disorder or issue related to digestion. So some of the issues like bloatedness, gastric problem, we call that a lot of gastric juices, ulcer, irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, not able to digest certain food, flatulence, a lot of gases, a lot of belching, right? Burping, keep burping, that's a lot of gas inside. So all these are issues related to the digestive system. Okay, so we're going to look at these issues because it is a common problem in humanity. So let's look at it. So your digestive system fundamentally is working every minute of the day, supplying nourishment to your body and mind, right? So see this whole gut, the digestive tract, starting from the mouth to the other end, this long tube, its and its periphery organs forms the digestive system. Okay, so it is very important system because it converts food to energy. Energy is life, right? So essentially, it's made up of organs that secrete digestive juices, enzyme flowing through the hollow tubes that move the food from the mouth. The moment you consume the food, you start chewing them. The chewing start the process of digestion, breaking down, and all the way to the small intestine where the nutrients of the food is absorbed before going to the large intestine, absorbing the water and finally going out from the other end in terms of waste. So this complex system is made up of the esophagus, which is the pipe here, that food pipe is another name is for esophagus. Then the liver and the biliary system, names the bowel, and stomach, pancreas, colon, small intestine, appendix, rectum, and anus. So it's like this end to the other end, essentially. Okay, so the best prevention is maintaining a lifestyle with plenty of physical activity, eating a healthy and well-balanced vegetarian diet that is high in fiber and probiotics, and drinking plenty of water and non-caffeinated fluids. That means don't drink like drinks that is high in caffeine, which stimulate the system. Okay, like coffee or these high energy drinks. Avoidance of alcohol and food high in saturated fat. Okay, like deep fried food or food that has got high fat content. Next slide. So essentially, you need to come back to, simple diet. So see, we contain about 100 times more bacteria than the cell that make up of our body. So the understanding of how to maintain the balance of this microbial environment of the human gastrointestinal tract, this what I call the digestive tract, okay, can help prevent and even cure disorder and diseases related to our digestive system. Unfortunately, many of us ignore the signs or symptoms that our body are constantly signaling to us, signaling, hey, please, something is wrong, don't eat that. It's creating disturbance, right? Like some people have got very sensitive stomach, but they love spicy food. They cannot go without eating spicy food. So they continue to eat even though the stomach is telling them, please don't eat anymore, I'm suffering. But because of your eyes or desire of taste, you never listen to your body, okay? So that's where the pattern is stronger than your body can handle, okay? So it is important to realize the diversity of disorder and diseases that affect the human digestive tract and to understand the inherent differences for diagnosis purposes. Some of the common signs that may be indicative of a problem include like diarrhea. Let's say you have diarrhea consecutive for more than 5 days. Something is seriously wrong. Okay, that means let's say you have diarrhea for 1 day, or maybe it's just part of the cleaning, part of the purging away, detoxification. But if you continuously have diarrhea, then something is seriously wrong. Okay, so that is one indication. That means a deeper problem rather than just passing the motion. And then suddenly an unexplained weight loss, like suddenly you lost so much weight, like over a 1 week or 2 weeks period. Then that is also a cause for alarm. Sudden unexplained weight loss means some deeper complication in the digestive system. Blood in the stool, that's obviously a alarm sign. You're not shitting waste, you're shitting blood. Of course, that means somewhere along the large colon or in the rectum area, there's some kind of a problem, right? It could be cancer, it could be polyps growing there that obstruct the passage. So you need to investigate what is the result or cause of the blood in the stools. Or persistent fever, constantly getting infection. Fever is nothing but infection, okay? So constant fatigue, no matter how much you sleep, how much you rest, you still get tired. It's like a chronic fatigue. You can't get out. So chronic fatigue is another sign that you need to address if you constantly feel fatigued. Because our human body is designed to be feeling light and alive. But if you constantly feel fatigued, then something seriously is wrong in your lifestyle habit, including your diet. Okay, severe abdominal pain. That one definitely you cannot ignore. When you're in pain, when the stomach is in pain, you cannot ignore it, right? So you have to somehow address it, because otherwise you cannot function in the outer world. How can you go to work when you're constantly feeling stomach pain? You can't even do your work, right? So, and there's another thing, difficulty in swallowing. That means some way along the food pipe, esophagus, there's some blockages, some kind of growth inside that blocks the passage. So that's why you can't swallow. Then chest pain. There's another sign. Chest pain is nothing like a spasm in the muscles, right? So chest pain, and also persistent heartburn. See, like some people experience heartburn because of the indigestion or going through, let's say, menopause. Like women, when they go through menopause at certain age, they experience heartburn. But all these are symptomatic of issue that needs to be looked into. Okay, so many of these conditions do not have a cure or drugs that can be used to control the symptoms. Some of them you can find cure, but long-term treatment is not is often required, and this may lead to other complications, right? So you need to see how to treat these holistically. Next slide. So in the word today, this is taken from research material. Okay, I didn't say the year. It's, I think 2016. I think it's one of the. Okay, so here from the gastroenterology, basically they did a global survey in terms of, it's a study of the functional, the gastronomic intestine disorder. That means digestive disorder. Okay, so they actually surveyed 33 countries, 73,076 adults in 6 continents. It's a global survey based on data collection by internet. Okay, 24 countries, and then by household interview, 7 countries, and both methods like China and Turkey, where a combination of both methods are used, because some places need to go to household because it's a bit primitive, like in China, right? And then underdeveloped countries, you need to go to the household. So the prevalence of meeting the criteria for at least one of the 22 functional disorder of the digestive system. So basically they found out that of all the participants that did the internet survey, 40%, okay, of these people have this problem. And women makes up of higher percentage than male. But 46 are female, 46.5% female have digestive problem. And then male is 34.2%. And household survey, they found that 20.7% of those people surveyed in a household had digestive problem, out of which, again, women takes a higher percentage, 23.1% are female and 18.3% are male. Okay, so which means it shows that women are more prone to digestive disorder. Why? Do you know why? Anyone want to guess? I tell you why. Women tend to worry too much. See, Swamiji say that when you worry too much, you will you block your digestive system. Worry is related to the Manipura chakra, your digestive system. So if you're someone who worries a lot, think a lot, and carry a lot of stress over worrying, it just upset your whole gut, your whole digestive system. Okay, so that clearly signs a woman tends to worry more than men. Okay, so worrying is a a direct contributor of disturbance in your digestive system. Next slide. The mental set of worrying. Okay. So now, before we enter into this Nithya Kriya for digestive issues, here's a disclaimer. This flow of the Nithya Kriya is a continuous process, which means follow all the steps. You cannot, inside is recommended 4 steps, only do 2 steps, the rest, the other 2 I don't do. No, you cannot do that. If you want to do, you have to do the full set of the Kriyas. And then he said, do not break in between until the entire segment of this Kriya is officially completed. So the following Kriya is recommended to be followed for at least 21 days or 42 days. Either you do 1 energy cycle or 2 energy cycle. That means 21 days or 42 days, right? So on a daily basis to achieve the desired result. Okay, so depending on the severity of your issue, whether 21 days minimum or you do another set, which is 42 days. Got it? Yes? So, and again, here's a disclaimer. This technique is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical diagnosis or treatment. As individual, with any type of medical condition, the elderly, the children below 14, women who are pregnant or suspected they may be pregnant, are advised to seek professional medical advice before practicing these techniques. Okay, this is a disclaimer. So viewers who are not on two-way video conferencing are cautioned that they're practicing this technique at their own risk. So when you do the video conferencing, at least with the presence of Swamiji in the energy field, when you practice this, it's safer. Okay. So that is a disclaimer. Before we enter into the Kriya, any questions so far? We'll take a pause now before I describe the step, and we'll do it together. So how many of you have digestive issues? That problems with digestive? 消化有问题，就是消化系统有问题。OK 哈，没问题哈，来吧。Okay, bloatedness, yeah, like some. Do you feel hot inside or just? Yeah. I feel full, right? It's not. Okay, but do you feel like you want to vomit, or you feel like you feel uncomfortable? It's uncomfortable. Oh, okay, uncomfortable bloatedness. What about the people on the Zoom? Any one of you have a issue with digestive system? Anyone? Okay, Rosita, what is it? You want to type or you want to unmute? What is the issue that you have? So for Itaru is bloatedness.
Yes, I can't take the milk, and also I was easily got the diarrhea in the past, but now it's okay.
Now it's better, right?
Yes.
After coming to Swamiji, doing yoga, doing a lot of healing, all this. So your system is now, you change your diet to vegetarian diet. All this is becoming better now, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah, so which is good. But do you still now have diarrhea easily? No more?
No more.
Okay, so no more diarrhea and no more. See, before that, your whole digestive system is quite weak. It means there's certain food you are allergic to, like let's say if you eat, it will cause certain disturbances, right? So,
yes.
So what you need to do is strengthen the whole digestive fire. Okay, see the digestive fire, if it's weak, you will have what you call it, intolerance with certain food. See, Swami says that as a yogi, whatever you put in, you should be able to crush it and digest and put it away. That is a yogic body. So that means there should be not having anything that you cannot digest. Okay, so that is a sign of a yogic body. So that means you shouldn't have allergy to this food, that kind of thing. You should be able to digest, a healthy, balanced meal, a vegetarian meal, right? So that is the main thing. When you have intolerance in certain food like dairy products, see, Swamiji even say that, okay, unless you get, pure cow milk from Goshala, because that's where, the health, good energy of the Goshala milk. other commercial milk, try to avoid it. Just drink plant-based milk. It means be vegan, right? So that's fine. Okay, so as much as you can, because you have the history of intolerance to this day, so then you try to avoid that. But what I'm saying is that you should be able to tune your whole digestive system such that you can take everything and digest it. That is a clear sign of a yogic body. Okay. All right. So now let's enter into the Nithya Kriya, cure for digestive issues. So it is. So let's look at this. So in Swamiji's own words, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, in his own word, he said, all Vedantis will have a digestive problem. This is the part I love. You know who is Vedantis? Vedantis are those, the lineage that only talk about scripture, truth, but they don't work on the body. There's one group of, seekers. They just talk, study the truth. That means too mental centric. They don't work on the body. These are called the Vedantis. Okay. When you are too focused on just chewing the truth, you will have problem with the digestive problem. Okay. So it is invariable, because when the logic is expressed to that level and it does not have a yogic body. See, when you want to chew those higher truth, the higher truth that's revealed by the cosmos and like the master, you need to have a yogic body to digest the truth. Okay, that's why I've noticed many of the Buddhist monks that I met, all of them have a big belly and they all have digestive problem. Okay, because why? They never train the body. And then of course you will keep thinking of all the truth, all the very high intellectual knowledge of this truth, but you don't have a yogic body that digests. You will lead to digestive problem. Okay, this is a trend in many of these so-called Vedantis. That means only work on the mind, chewing on the higher truth, but ignoring the body. So one of the great Vedantic sadhus I saw in my life, Swami Ranganathananda. Okay, so Swami is sharing his personal experience. He had a digestive problem. Okay, that means he's not able to digest properly. He will constantly ask us to work out. Okay, build the body and do good health. Then Swami, so he was curious. He asked him one day, "Why do you ask us to work out so much?" He said, "Unless you have the stomach to digest even a stone, only then your Vedantic knowledge will become experienced." So that's why I say the yogic body, you should be able to be so strong you can even digest a stone. What the stone you eat inside, you can just digest and put it away. Okay. So he literally caught my stomach and said that I have always said, seeing people who don't concentrate on the yogic body, just the Vedic mind, that means only work on the mental layer, will have this problem. They will have digestive problem because of the subtle logic of this higher truth attack the stomach straight away. Okay, this is a very subtle secret. All seekers need to know. You cannot ignore the body. You just want to work on the truth, or want to study the truth, but your body is not able to digest it, because you need a yogic body to digest the higher truth. Okay, so that's why this is one thing that Swamiji revealed when I listened to that. No wonder all these, I've seen many of these Buddhist monks. They have this problem. Either they have big belly or they have digestive problem. Okay, I've seen a few of them which I came across in my life. So now I am able to connect the dot when Swamiji revealed this. Okay, next slide. Okay, so now let's enter into the Kriya itself, cure for digestive issues. There are 4 steps to follow. Let me describe the steps, then we do it together. Okay, so the first step is called Pavanamuttasana. this is the yoga posture, which I will show you later on how to do it. So then you'll be doing the 3 breathing techniques in this posture. You'll be seated in the asana. Okay, this is part of the asana. And then you'll be doing the 3 breathing technique one by one. Okay, so let's get into the first yoga asana. So all of you get ready. Next slide. So this is the posture. So easy, right? It's not like super difficult. It's not like put you in sun on difficult. It just basically hug your knees. So sit on the ground, bring the 2 heels close together, close to the perineal region. So don't be too far away, close. Okay? Bring it close to the butt. And keep the knee raised. That means the knee is lifted close to the chest. Hold the knees with 2 arms. So you wrap around the knees, okay, with the arms, the hands, and press them against the chest. So you're like hugging. So there's exert a bit of pressure. Okay, this is Pavanamuktanasana. Okay, so settle down in this posture for 30 seconds. So let's now get into these postures for 30 seconds. This is like a preparation. So make sure that the body is straight. Okay, so let's now stay in this posture for 30 seconds. So let me just read the pramana. Okay. Okay, it says from the Akashic revelation, sit on the ground, bring 2 heels close to the perineal region, which is exactly the step. Keep the knees raised, hold knees with 2 arms, and press them against the chest. So this is describing the steps to achieve this asana. So now just stay in this posture and breathe. All right, let's go to the second step after 30 seconds. So second step is called Naga Kumbhaka. Okay, so now let me just read the translation from which is from Kumbhaka Padati, verse 77 and 78. It says, one should swallow the air slowly into the throat like a morsel of rice, retaining it to the capacity with firm application of the Jaranta Bandha, which is the throat lock, and then expel it through the throat. This is called Naga Kumbhaka, explained by Shiva. So by this practice, one is able to control hunger and thirst. So let's continue remaining in the same posture, Pavanamuktasana. You're going to swallow like morsels of air, like eating rice, like this, until you are full completely. Hold for a few seconds. When you are not able to hold anymore, okay? So when you hold that, you are supposed to hold as long as you can, okay? Then when you can't hold anymore, you exhale through the nose. Okay? So this is the step. You're supposed to do this Kumbhaka 21 times, okay? So let's do it. You can use a hand to count. So close the mouth and the nostril, hold it as long as you can. If you can't hold anymore, exhale through the nose. So this is second time. Do it on your own pace, total 21 times. So when you say expel, exhale through the throat. So it looks like you need to expel through the mouth. Okay. So everybody finished? Thumbs up if you finished. 21 times. Let me continue the next slide, then we will do it together. Let me explain first the Apta Pramana. The third step is for Samana Kumbhaka. So this is taken from, again, Kumbhaka Parati of Rigavira. So it's from the verse 62 to 65. So from this Akashic revelation, it says, when the Vayu means the wind, the prana is held with a concentration on the fire, your digestive fire. Okay? Jaranta, this basically Agni. It is Samana Kumbhaka. When it catches heat, okay, it catches heat, it becomes intensified and causes perspiration through the pores. That means this will cause you to sweat. You create heat that the pores, will be sweat through the pores. So now, in the same asanas, remaining in the Pavanamuktasana, inhale, let me describe first, then we do it together. Inhale completely as long as you can, that means slowly. Then hold as long as you can, judicially. While you're holding, visualize intense fire in your stomach, burning all the impurities and disorder, whether it's bloatedness, whether it's constipation, anything you're feeling uncomfortable in your gut. Visualize the fire burning away. Then when you can't hold anymore, just exhale through the nose. Okay? So this samana kumbhaka is all through the nose. The mouth is not activated. Do this kumbhaka 21 times. Okay? So again, do this. Start inhaling very slowly and completely. At the end of the inhalation, hold and start visualizing your digestive fire near the navel area, burning away all the disorder, whether it's bloatedness, gastric ulcers, anything you experience in your digestive system, burning away. Till you can't hold anymore, exhale through the nose. Continue in your own pace. Total 21 times. Make sure you direct your visualization to burn away any part of your digestive tract which is creating problem. Feel the heat created by the digestive fire. So your visualization. So continue with this thing. See, in your visualization, if you have parasites in your digestive tract, let's say in the past you are non-veg, you eat raw food like raw fish, and this parasite can live inside your gut for a long time. Now take this opportunity, use the digestive fire to burn all this parasite that's living inside you, which you can't clean it easily. So use this Kriya to burn these parasites and let it be flushed out from your system, your digestive system. Okay, so all of you please continue to do this 21 times before we go to the last step. Especially people who may have like even toxin build up in your digestive system, right? Like you build up a lot of toxin, like you eating impure food or processed food. Over time, there is a buildup of these chemicals being retained in your gut. So, which cause you to be tired, fatigue easily. See, toxin create fatigue and tiredness. So take this fire to burn all these toxin away. You see that it starts to flush out through the sweat, through urination, through all the different holes. Okay. So don't think that, oh, nothing to burn. There's a lot to burn, okay? Too many things to burn. You have no idea how much your digestive system has worked so hard the day you were born. The day you were born, you started taking and make this, system, digest the meal and all that. So from there till now, especially we live in the cities, a lot of processed food, a lot impure food that we take, which over the years build up a lot of parasite, toxin, even growth inside, like some people have polyps, like little tumor growth or some kind of growth in the large intestine. So this is a time, visualize the fire burning all this away so that it start to heal. It's like getting rid of them through the energy. Okay. All right. If you are done, let's go to the last step. So the last is Trishula Kumbhaka. This is one of my favorite, Trishula Kumbhaka. So listen, this is taken from Kumbhaka Parati, verse 193. It says one should always inhale through both nostrils and the mouth simultaneously. It means the three hole. Trishula means the three is Trishu, right? Trishu means three, right? Trident. So you're going to inhale through the nose and through nostril and the mouth simultaneously. Hold the breath before exhalation, retain the breath. This is called Trishula Kumbhaka by Shiva, which removes the threefold suffering, all the suffering. So let me just describe the technique in same asana, Pavana Mukta Asana. Inhale through the nostril and mouth simultaneously. When you're finished with the inhalation, hold the breath as long as you can. Then, till you can't hold anymore, exhale only through the nostril. Let me demonstrate like this. Okay, so you inhale through the mouth and nostril, the three holes at the same time. Then you hold it, exhale only through the nose. Start 21 times. Again, do it at your own pace. When you're done with 21 times, just sit in any comfortable meditative posture for a few minutes to allow the Kundalini energy to be awakened. All right, can you relax now? So this is the complete set of Nithya Kriya for cure of digestive issues. So any questions so far? Anyone want to share? The next, I think that's the last slide. Sharing. Okay, so anyone have anything to share? It's quite a simple, nice Kriya. Don't you think so? Quite easy, huh? Huh? You feel good? I feel very calm and peaceful after the Kriya. Any question whatsoever regarding this part? Any question from here? Anyone here? Okay, very hard. Now, on the Zoom, any question? Anyone has questions about issues regarding digestive problem? Yes.
The fourth step is quite powerful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's tissue lah, of course. It's tissue. Breathing like a tissue.
And also, I have a question about the step 2. Is it both inhale and exhale through the mouth only?
Which one? Sorry?
Step 2.
Step 2. Okay. The step 2, let's go back. See, the step 2 is the morsel of rice one, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to step 2 so that we're clear which one you're talking about. So guess come out immediately. Yes. Yeah, you will see the different toes, the air will come out. So I say when you do this prayer, don't feel shy. You'll be releasing gases, you will be sweating, you'll be, you have no idea what comes out. Okay, so let's go to step number 2. Naga Kumbhaka. Okay, so this one is where you swallow the morsel of rice. No, the inhalation only is through the mouth, like this. So you're inhaling and swallowing the air. So the nostril is not activated. Okay? Then you retain, then you exhale only through the mouth, from the back of the throat. Okay, so this is the step 2. Understand now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so good. So those of you who have weak digestive system. Practice this for the next 21 days and see how it can improve your gut, the overall health of your gut. Okay, so those of you who told me you have some problem, so you can practice that and tell me. So don't break at least 21 days and see the effect of this kriya. Okay, eyes will get wet. You mean tears coming out or what? When you say eyes get wet, what do you mean? Jerry Sharika, what do you mean? I already told you, the toxin can come out in different holes. Your tear glands is also 2 more holes. Which means, yeah, it's purifying your eyes. See, anytime when tears come out, it is cleaning your eye, your tear glands. The tear glands is activated to clean your eyes. Okay? So, because of the Kundalini energy, everyone experienced the Kundalini energy awakening? Yes? Raise your hand. Yeah. So when the Kundalini energy is awakened, you have the intelligence to do the purification. So whatever you experience, whether it's gas purging away, sweating, feel the heat inside the whole stomach region when you do the visualization of the fire, the samana, kumbhaka, or feeling even tears or, like cleaning. It's like having eye drop. The natural eye drop, which is your tears, is cleaning up. Okay? Got it? Yes, Jara Sharika, I explained tears coming out. Yeah, okay. So it's cleaning your tear glands. Okay? Which is good. So that you can see clearly. All right. So with that, if there's no further question, I'm going to conclude now. I want to take this opportunity to thank Swamiji for gifting us this fascinating science to heal our body, the common problem that the world is facing. And of course, thank all of you for participating and, coming to attend this Nithya Kriya with me. And also all the viewers or all the people from the social media who are also listening in now. With that, I'd just like to end the session with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sovam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Parka Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all for joining. Nithyanandam.